Thassarian, and as you can pretty much see, I forgot to hit the record button before our match between Thassarian, and you can kind of get spoiled on the results. That's unfortunate, but we're gonna watch the replay anyway. It is Abyssian versus Vanar. I have a bad starting hand, so you kind of know how this is going to turn out. I have to skip my first turn. And my best play is either a Snowchaser, a Saber Spine, or a Blade next turn. He plays a Primus Fist right where I can whack it with the Blade, though, so there's no reason not to equip a Blade. Next turn, I also am able to play with Primus Shield Master, which is a strong play, and that's basically my turn. He is going to take the mana tile, I believe, and I believe he plays his own Primus Shield Master. He does. Now, I'm going to play the Primus Shield Master of my own. I replaced the Nova, it's too early for that. I'm going to play my own Primus Shield Master. I should whack the Shield Master if I do. That way he can't clear my artifact with his face, even though he really couldn't. But he could have Chromatic Colded, any number of things would have been a problem. He plays an Arcan, and I'm in trouble. I'll use my Primus Shield Master to protect myself, and I also am going to play my 9 Moons. Unfortunately, that might have been a misplay right there, because now I went face. Now he can clear with his face and his Shield Master. As opposed to, he's able to go face with the Arcan Spellbinder. That largely was a mistake. Places on another Primus Shield Master, which ruins. Yeah, that was the misplay of this game. Now I have to somehow survive. I play the Primus Fist as well, just to get the clear. But I'm in a really poor position at this point. Very, very poor. I'm gonna have to Sunset Paragon next turn, which is what I do. He plays a Lightbender, which now my 9 Moons is useless. And he Cryogenesis, which is a lot of mana to remove just that, but okay. Looking at this now, wow, I misplayed. I wanted to heal, but I could have had him at 9. Well, now you can see me figuring out that I totally screwed that up. I should have cleared the Arcan with my minions on board and used the Spectral Rev to clear board. And now I have a good board and health, but I don't have anything threatening him. And the Dancing Blades is going to hurt a lot. I am going to Spectral Revenant the Blades. But, at this point, I'm already in trouble. I drop. So I'm just going to Spectral Rev the Dancing Blades, bring them down to 11, and clear as much board as I can. And I'm actually going to start getting into weird top deck war. I have 2 9 Moons, a Tiger, and a Shroud. He Chromatic Colds the Spectral Revenant, which is very efficient, except for the fact it's going to start causing card problems. He plays a Narcan Spellbinder, pretty much right in my face. I'm going to replace one 9 Moons. It ends up working out well, because I can play a Rejuve and a 9 Moons for full 9 mana, but again, I'm in pretty much top deck mode. He's slightly ahead on card advantage, but he's going to be able to draw a card with a Sojourner. And he ends up having the other chromatic hold for the 9 Moons, which is rough, and the Cryogenesis for the Rejuve. This is definitely the biggest strength of this is definitely the biggest strength of Vanar. Still, I'm a little asleep, but you just are able to get all this great removal, and you're weak to Swarm, and I don't know why I didn't bring a Swarm list here. Think about it, but you're weak to Swarm. And at this point, I have a Rev. He's gonna play Drugger Lord, I believe. Nope, Snowchaser. Now the Drugger Lord. Yep. And I believe I just Spectral Revenant the Tooth, get him down to 7, whack the Drugger Lord with my Shroud to show dominance, and I believe he attacks the Rev with his Lord, or the Snowchaser. Yeah, with the Snowchaser, and now I win if I top deck. I win if I top deck my third Rev, I think I have 3, or one of my 3 Shadow Novas. Gotta pray. Never lucky. Never lucky. Just gotta slap these to show that I can. And I believe I slapped the Drugger Lord for dominance. Yep, slap it. I had lost at that point. I needed the Shadow Nova to win. Or a Spectral Rev. A lot of things could have let me win. But I didn't. That misplay probably was why earlier. But it's one game. And we're going to move... not here. We're going to move on to the next one. As you can see, I win this one. Spoilers. I have a pretty good starting hand. I have Healing Mystic for turn 1. I could keep the Shadow Nova if I want to, but I think I throw it back. Yeah, and that gives me a very good idea of where I'm going. I did tech in Jack's True Sight this time, because Vanar can't handle it, and there's the Jax. It's probably too early for Jax, but there you kind of see it. So now I can really hurt his day. This play is used against me a lot. I Primus Shield Master, denying him the mana tile. Now he can obviously get the mana tile, but he can't ramp out to 5. And his Cryogenesis whacking in the face that he does here really puts him a bit behind. He does not lose card advantage, but he's able to take both orbs, which is annoying. But the Snowchaser is out of range, but he foxes it, which, strange play, in my opinion, waste of cards. But I'm going to take that out. I misplayed. No, I don't misplay. I misplayed some other time. I play the Rejuve, get some board, and I'm pretty happy with that hand. I'm two turns away from Jack's True Sight. One turn away from Paragon if he has something to Paragon. He is going to slap down the Primus Shield Master. So I'm actually just going to take out the Primus Shield Master with a combination of Kitty and Face. I almost go face with myself before the Kitty, which would have been a misplay. I didn't end up making that misplay, but I thought about it. Now he's gonna fade back and play Jaxie, and that's it. Really weak turn, and I get up Jax True Sight. And kill the Jaxie without giving up a Jax, and heal 1 HP, and at this point, I am way ahead. So, great time to top deck a Spectral Revenant, because he's going to go up, kill that Mini Jax, and play a Pandora. Pandoras are scary, but I am able to reach the what's it called? It's this particular one is Serenity. But I ended up cleaning up the Pandora for relatively free, and I still have a 6-3 Spectral Revenant and 4 Jaxes on the field. I'm happy with my entire hand, and I'm way ahead. At this point, I knew he really could not come back. He aspects of the Foxes the Revenant, which is fine by me. He takes out another Jax, and I believe he plays an Archon Spellbind. I have an answer to that in Sunset Paragon, but I'm pretty much looking to see if I have Lethal at this point. I believe I do not, but I'm able to pretty freely clear board. Apply a Spectral Blade, slap him in the face again, and fire my final Jax at him. He's left on 5 health. I have Nova in hand. It's game over. And he forfeits. So I actually had that game that was really good. And I made I made a mistake in my preparations. I'm gonna be honest. I should have known that Vanar still runs Jax. So instead of having Breath of the Unborn, I had Dark Transformation because I was afraid of Druggerlord, which is a valid concern, except I completely forgot about Jax. Now, again, I have an awful turn, and I'm going first every single time, which is rough. I have to open with Shroud. Great opening? No. I'm pretty much forced to play Spellbinder at this point. But I get a really strong second turn. I play Spelljammer on the mana tile, which lets me ping his Tiger away. Now, was giving him that mana tile in the middle the right play, or letting him get the above one? I'm not sure. I didn't get good draws there. He's gonna take it. He slaps the Blood Tier. I believe he cryos no, he Dancing Blades. And I need a 9 Moons pretty badly. Don't get it. I get a Dark Transformation. And I believe I'm forced to waste the Dark Transformation? Yeah. So, that play put me behind pretty drastically. I go face, because I knew I don't want Spelljammer on this turn. It's a problem. He Dancing Blades it, which is fine. I believe I play 9 Moons. Bringing this deck was a huge mistake, in my opinion. I should have brought a Swarm deck. But, that's something to know for next time. So he's gonna approach. He's gonna actually pretty much swarm me after foxing that. And Primus Shieldmaster and a Snowchaser, and he has me pretty swarmed. So I replace a 9 Moons here. No, I'm thinking about playing Jax. I'm really thinking about it, but I replace the 9 Moons, and I see a Vorpal Reaver. And I have 3 plays. Vorpal Reaver, 9 Moons, or Jax. I did not take that quickly to play the Jax. the 9 moves. But I decided that it would be best to play it like that. He does Chromatic Hold, which is what I knew he was probably going to have. And he's going to trade everything but the Dancing Blades off into it. Now, that'd be more okay if it wasn't for the fact that he has one more. He has a big card to play as soon as he can. And that is, I believe, a Snowchaser and a Rejuve, which sucks. He's back at almost full, has the board. I do have this Rev. There's no reason not to Rev. Let's be honest. There's no reason not to Revenant there. Unfortunately, he has really infiltrated well while keeping his general far away. And I believe this is the turn where I heavily suffer. Yep, he plays his Jax, and I don't have a Breath of the Unborn in my entire deck. I'm going to be able to clear some of these off, but not all, and I'm forced to really hang on this side of the board to get rid of the Jax in front of my face. I'm able to play a 9 moons and a Tiger, clear 2 off and get a 9 moons on the board, but this is Vanner I'm up against, so he could have any number of ways to get rid of a 9 moons. Now, the Shadow Nova looked good there. It looked good. But he was just playing well enough around it. I get a Twilight Sorcerer, which is very interesting. And an Archon Spellbinder comes out. He's going straight face. And I'm not sure if I need a Nova at this point. I could Nova, but I could not Nova. I throw back. I do end up Novaing. I'm not sure if that was the right play in hindsight. In hindsight, I maybe should have played the Vorpal Reaver. I needed another Nova if I wanted that play to work, and I do end up getting another Nova. But I think the Vorpal Reaver would have been a much better play there. Because he's going to play the Veil Hunter and a Prime Shield Master. And he's just going to continue to go face. I don't end up getting the, I don't get the, Shadow Nova on this turn, but I'm able to get rid of the Veil Hunter from doing anything. Which is nice, but at this point I'm very, very far behind. And now he's gonna just try to figure out how to clean up my board. He can use all his ranged or formerly ranged minions to clear my Healing Mystic. And he can move the Archon closer, knowing that I can't really do much about it. I have to Dark Transform the... No, I Shadow Reflection my Shield Master, which allows me to clear almost everything and to play the Spelljammer to draw 2 cards. I believe Nova's one of them. No, Paragon. And there's the Dragon. Now, I have the Dark Transformation. And a really good Jax spawn. So that almost turned... That right there is starting to turn the tide in my favor. Because he's now left with 3 cards, a huge health advantage, and I draw a Spectral Blade. So I'm going to dump my hand. I'm not going to quite dump my hand, but... And I grab the Blood Tear. This is getting much, much better as the game goes on. A Spectral Revenant here would be nearly game winning. Either way, I can clear board, And with that play, with the Primus, I kind of have to ping that particular mini-jacks. I'm going to have to throw something back, and it's going to be that I do get the top deck. Big top deck gives me Spectral Revenant. I'm able to clear that, the Dancing Blades, and the 3-1 mini-jacks. And I'm able to start getting closer. So I'm starting to bring this back, but I have a serious card disadvantage. And I get a Sunset Paragon and a Blazehound. Cryogenesis on the Rev really hurts. And he did end up drawing a card that clears off basically my entire board. A Rejuvenator really hurts at this point. This is definitely where I draw the Shadow Nova. I'm really losing the health game, and a Breath of the Unborn here would have been brutal. I have to throw something back, and if I do end up being able to play the Shadow Nova. That is my play. I'm hoping at this point to get enough damage out from the long term that I can win with a Shadow Nova Revenant play later. My draws there are not the best, but nothing I can really do. He cryos my Wraithling, which was an interesting play. But at this point, he has Snowchaser and Razorback. So this Jax blow's gonna hurt. And he clears off my Spelljammer, and now I'm in a lot of trouble. At this point, there's very little I can do. I have to play a Rejuve, and I'm gonna go face, which in hindsight was a mistake. But I needed to get him in a position where I needed to hope he didn't have lethal and draw a Shadow Nova, but there was nothing I could really. I was behind at that point. So that's my game against Thassarian. Very good games. A couple misplays here and there, but fought hard, and they were very, in my opinion, good. At least looking back on these, I can see that I did make some mistakes, including in the planning phase, that I definitely won't make again. Of course, I won't make again with the new update, but that's a different story. So, well, thank you guys for watching these videos, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.